Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm your host, Valentine. Expect that you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. On today's show, the resurgence of King Jong-Un. U.S. intelligence now claims that they have facts that China was covering up the extents of the toll of the epidemic. Wow, what a surprise. And to top it all off, we're going to get into the left versus right, because everything is now a left versus right issue. The protests that are being in different U.S. cities, and is it some people are framing it as Trump supporters want their freedom or want to get their haircuts, while do liberals want also freedom or not? Well, we're gonna see how they are taking it in New York City, which if there's a more liberal city than New York City, I mean, I don't know. You're going to have to show it to me. Maybe LA, but I don't know. I think New York City is really up there. Let's get into this tweet with Donald Trump. Donald Trump, King Jong-Un's resurgence. Everybody knows that there was rumors that King Jong-Un had died. And Donald Trump comes out and tweets, this is King Jong-Un, May 1st, at a some type of ceremony in North Korea. And look what he says. I am, for one, am glad to see he's back and well. Very tone deaf, in my opinion. And right away, people they bring up the left brings up. Remember Otto Warmbier? I highly doubt the parents of Otto Warmbier are saying the same thing. Otto Warmbier was the American in North Korea. I think he stole a poster and they jailed him up for a certain amount of time. And it happens that they release him, they bring him back to the United States, and the man dies short while later, right? So Donald Trump comes out and says this, and like, why do you need to say this guy? This guy's a dictator. Okay, he's good. You're glad, but keep that into your keep that in between you, and that's it. You don't have to tell the whole world that you're glad that he's doing well, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of North Koreans that are not glad he's doing well, and there's a whole bunch of people that are not glad he's doing well. Sometimes Donald Trump just takes it overboard, in my opinion. Let's get into the very important news. This news right here, this is from ABC News. U.S. intelligence believes that China hit the severity of the coronavirus epidemic while stockpiling supplies. And this is the timeline. Listen up. This is from this little video that I'm not going to play. I'm just going to give you the facts. So the Department of Homeland Security claims and says that early January, the Chinese government was stockpiling critical protective gear. Okay, and this is how they found out, right? Or this is how they're able to tell that they were doing this. Exports from China, medical gloves went down 48%. Face masks went down 71%. Ventilators went down 45%. So they are exporting less of these vital things. Why are they doing that? Maybe they're thinking they're gonna need it. So we now the hot potato falls on the lap of the World Health Organization. January 14th. Remember the timeline. This is at the beginning of January. These people are stockpiling these stuff. In the middle of January, the WHO comes out, the World Health Organization comes out and says that according to China, there is no human-to-human transmission yet. Earlier that same month, they're stockpiling these ventilators, these face masks, and these surgical gloves, saying that they're going to need it. So those are two contradictions, putting the blame squarely in the lap of China. We're going to see what's going to happen. I think this might be the biggest issue that the Donald Trump presidency is facing. He's already speaking out against China, and we're going to see if Donald Trump is the president that he says he is. I'm thinking he is, but we're going to see what happens. Now let's get into the left versus right. Pro-Trump protesters push back on social distancing, the coronavirus stay-at-home orders. This is how they're framing it. The media's framing it like this. Pro-Trump, only pro-Trumpers are the people that want to get haircuts. Only pro-Trumpers are the ones that they want to have freedom. Only pro-Trumpers believe that that the U.S. and in some cases and government officials are overstepping their constitutional limits and infringing upon the freedoms of citizens, not given to them by the Constitution, which is there, and that's important because it's the law, but given to us by God. So this is how they frame it. This is from Time Magazine. Pro-Trump supporters are pushing back. Is it only pro-Trump supporters? This is a Business Insider. This is an opinion, by the way, but they publish this. So look, the hypocrisy of the lockdown protest, and they put some, white guys, burly white guys with their AK-47s and their AR-15s, and like, okay, these, live free or die. Okay, yeah, I mean that's history right there, right? Pro Trump, pro Second Amendment. Hey, go for it. I probably wouldn't have done it in this situation because it does seem a little bit fierce. Okay, but that's me. That's not dumb. They have the right to do that, right? Central Park, New York City, probably the most liberal city in the world. This is how they're doing it. This is from a Twitter account called Welcome to the Bronx. This is how they're doing it. This was yesterday. I think this was yesterday. Let me see when this was published. May 2nd. Yeah, today's the 3rd. May 2nd. Look at this. I don't see one face mask in sight. One face mask in sight. I try to, confirm these images. This is from another Twitter user by the name of, it seems like he's a medical doctor and he's in the front line. Look at this video. This is Central Park. Look at this. Look at this. Look how many people are. This is not a left or right thing. People are just tired. This is insane. Look at this. How many people are on here? Look at that. And I wanted to confirm this with, a legit source. This is the Daily News. Look at these pictures right here also. Look, a whole bunch of people here. At least these two are here wearing face masks. This one might be wearing one. There's people out here. There's people. I went out myself about 2 weeks ago and I saw a whole bunch of people in the park. They're out here. They're not, look at these people. Not even, no face masks in sight, right? So this is what they're trying to frame it as a left-right thing, but it's not about that. It's that just people are tired. We have government officials overstepping their boundaries. We have the mayor of Chicago. I forget her name now. Lori something. Let me see. I got it here. I think is her name right here. Lori Lightfoot right here. In this particular clip, on top of that, she's saying that people are having parties in Chicago. And she says she's not having it, but then she threatens people with arresting them. And I'm like, okay, might that not be overstepping their boundaries? You're going to arrest me for something that's literally not illegal right now. People are willing to take the risk and die than stay inside and be scared. People are willing to take that. How can me, if I want to stay inside, how can I infringe on those people's right to do whatever they want to do? It's funny because liberalism, this was liberalism. This is what liberalism wanted. They wanted freedom. But it seems like they are not liberals anymore. And as a matter of fact, liberals are making the distinction now to they're saying that they're classic liberals, meaning that they want freedom. They want the freedom to do as they want. They want the freedom to die as they want and take the necessary precautions to do what they got to do. But yet at the end of the day, they want to live, and if they die, then you know what, they die. At the end of the day, we are all gonna die. And I get you. I get the points. Oh yeah, but then they're gonna be using the resources like hospital and whatnot. But at the end of the day, that's what hospitals are there for. And the people that signed up for those jobs, they signed up to be in those positions. I mean, it's like you sign up to be a police officer and you don't know the dangers of the job. I understand. And at the end of the day, those people are not forced to do those jobs if they don't want to, like nurses and medical doctors. They don't have to do those jobs and they don't want to. Nobody's forcing them to be in there. They could quit their jobs if they want to also. But I mean, this is a very complex issue, and it's not a left or right thing. It's not a Trump supporter versus Democrats. It's people one life. But at the end of the day, there are more Trump supporters out here doing what they have to do. And it's funny because these people wearing American flags, and now American flag, using a flag, just a regular flag, automatically that's like a sign that you love America. Hence, you're a Trump supporter because you want your country to do well. Guys, remember, we are going to try to get to 1,000 subscribers in this channel. This channel doesn't have 400 subscribers yet, believe it or not. We're gonna try to make it to 1,000 before the end of the coronavirus, guys. If this is your first time on the channel, please give me an opportunity. Hit that subscription button right now. Hit that subscribe button. You have nothing to lose. This doesn't cost you a penny. If you don't like the content, then you unsubscribe. But give me an opportunity. Subscribe to the channel. Share this message. Share this channel. That way it starts growing. Comment on the channel on the downstairs, right? Because it sends the message to YouTube that something is happening. Hence, we need to promote this video. Like this channel also. Everything is really appreciated. God bless, Godspeed me, Valentine. I'm out.